Hi, my name's Kyle Pereira from Desert Vista High School. If you could think the face of DV, that was probably Trenton right there. You know, everybody knew him. He knew everybody. At first, I thought he was really obnoxious, like with some stuff he did, but when you got to know him more, you understood that he was just making other people laugh, and he was really selfless, and it was really just making sure everybody else was happy around him, and so that's what I really admired about him and whatnot. It really came to heart when I saw someone like every day and I don't get to see him anymore. He was suffering from minor depression at first, and he had 3 concussions that month, and a side effect to concussions is depression, and it got to the point where he never wanted anybody to know about it because he never wanted people to worry about him or bring them down, and so he tried to cope with it on his own and eventually got to the point where he really couldn't, and so he went to his last resort, I guess. I don't ever think suicide is the answer. There's so many things that you could do, such as talk to a parent, talk to a teacher, talk to a counselor, talk to your friends. Sometimes talking to complete strangers really help too, because you know you can't really be judged.
My name is Bernie O'Keefe. I am a business teacher here at Desert Vista and the head freshman football coach. Prior to the school year, between his 8th and 9th grade freshman year, we started doing spring conditionings out on the football field, and Trent was part of that group that came out early. As a head coach, this is where I start watching everybody in general. It's hot, it's the summer, you start watching who is going to work, who's not going to work, who has the kind of stamina to work through the heat and just the exercise part of what's going on. He was one of those standout players. He wasn't the fastest guy out there, maybe not the strongest, but he was certainly in that top, I'll say 10% as far as effort and the desire to want to succeed in whatever we were doing. I would have never have guessed that, ever. So shock, I guess, is the best word. My cousin committed suicide, and I never would have thought that either. So you have to wonder what was going on in his personal life, what was going on with his friends, all kinds of things, and what pushes you over that point. I just don't know.
Hello, my name is Bruce Kilby. I'm a Desert Vista football offensive line coach. When he came out, he was so far behind. We just had a lot of catching up to do. As far as the center is a very important position, the most important position as far as I'm concerned on the offensive line, and he understood that. He was very yes sir, no sir, and I said, hey Trenton, I like the yes sir, no sir, I appreciate it, I know you respect me, I respect you, loosen up man, have a little fun. So, but he just said yes sir, went back to the huddle, so I said forget it. My most fondest memory is, you don't have too many kids that really at that level with that kind of maturity to come up to you and say, hey, this is what I want, and I want to do it, and I want to do it for you, and I want to do it for my teammates. If I had 11 Trentons on that team, we go undefeated every year. I'm actually learning from this that these kids come up when they approach themselves. We're also on the move here to take time and have a conversation. And I'm not saying I could have prevented anything, but at least just said, hey, how you doing? How's, just outside of football, and really, have some kind of connection. But no, I was speechless. I didn't know what to say because I just talked to him about 5 days earlier. My condolences out to the Keller family. I have 2 sons, 2 teenagers, and nothing. My heart goes out to you, and I'll be praying for you.